The root problem is this: Trump has tapped into the American spirit, but Republican leaders have not. They like the whole Uniparty, country club, go along to get along, insider trading thing, and to them, the American spirit, it's just a marketing ploy. The single most important takeaway from the Dems' wipeout of Republicans last night is this: Republican voters, they don't really like the Republican Party. They love Donald Trump, and when he's on the ballot, he wins. And that includes the stolen election of 2020, which he won. But when he's not, well, they just don't really turn out. Yeah, I know, off-year elections tend to favor the party out of power. And yeah, these were New Jersey and Virginia, which are blue states. Yes, Virginia is blue. Stop saying it's purple. It's not. And of course, New York City is bluer than the world's ocean, and Minneapolis, where the Somali freak is more scary than the Uganda Marxist Muslim freak in New York. But after all of that, none of these races were even close. And we can't overlook the win of Jay Jones in Virginia's attorney general race, where he said he wanted to put 2 bullets in his opponent's head and have their children die in their mother's arms. Publicly said that. He still won. Not a single Democratic leader called for him to get out of the race. Some defended him. Most just ignored his murderous texts. The GOP is a sinking ship without Trump. If he's not on the ballot, Republican voters just don't really care, or at least enough. It's not that Republicans lost in the blue states. It's the margins they lost by and the low turnout of them. The evening was over almost before it began. It was kind of boring, in fact. True, Democrats have their internal fight, wildly progressive, like Mamdani in New York City and Minneapolis Freak Boy, versus softly progressive, like in Virginia and New Jersey. But hey, their voters turned out because Trump was on the ballot in their minds. Republicans did not turn out because Trump was not on the ballot. The root problem is this: Trump has tapped into the American spirit, but Republican leaders have not. They like the whole Uniparty, country club, go along to get along, insider trading thing, and to them, the American spirit, it's just a marketing ploy. On the communist Dem side, 2 sets of leaders appeal to 2 just somewhat, different bases. Again, wildly progressive and mildly progressive. On the other side, no party leaders except Trump appeal to really any of their voters. Trump won't be on the ballot in 2026 either, as far as Republicans are concerned. He will be for the Dems. But he will be, again, as far as those communist Democrats are concerned. Last night, little exclamation point here, California voters passed Prop 50, Gavin Newsom's plan to erase 5 or 6 GOP congressional seats. Dem leaders are dedicated to their evil. GOP leaders are dedicated to nothing but themselves. Coming to you from Houston, Texas, I'm Gary Michael Voris. God love you.